Okay, gamers. As the title says, sick of the hate, looking forward to E3. And let me go through that in this ramble, which goes on for about 9 minutes or so. But before I get into the ramble, here's me playing attrition on Titanfall. That's right, on Outpost. Loving this game. Loved it tonight. Loved using the scarf. Went positive every game I played tonight. That's right, positive in the big way. The most I died was 4 times, and that's when I got 13 kills. And I was going off like 2 frogs and half a sock. And why? Because I had a good afternoon's sleep, whacked on the G Fuel, jumped up here, saw this noob, missed him because I'm a noob. When you're in doubt, throw satchel charge and kaboom, he's out. Now look, let me get into this why I'm sick of the hate. Don't like the fanboys. I really don't. And that's including the Microsoft fanboys. Now let me just tell you about the fanboys. The fanboys are people that basically just shout stuff off without knowing the facts or proving or arguing in a very, how can I put it, very intelligent way. They're just being emotional, aggressive. Xbox One's shit. Xbox One's crap. You can't have this. Oh, 720p, not 1080p. Oh, all that kind of stuff. That's just, and it's just stupid. Now, excuse me, had a couple of beers. Now, that just drives me up the wall. And I don't like it. It's even fueled even more by people like Machinima. Now, I watched the video probably about a month ago, and it drove me up the wall. And it's just when there was a big announcement that Microsoft bought the rights to Gears of War. Now, if you know what I'm like, and you've watched my channel regularly, I do a lot of Gears of War stuff because I've got a lot of mates on there. Big fan of it. Love it. All the way. Have played, finished Gears of War 1 and 2 on Insane. And then I finally got the courage to get online and play Gears of War 3 online. And I love the series. I've got the tattoos, I've read all the books, got posters, I've got stickers on my car. I love it. So when it came out, I was excited about it. Now, Machinima, these 2 dudes in beards standing up talking about it. And I just couldn't believe how much crap came out of their mouth and how bad they were. And I'm stunned that so many gamers didn't reply and say, you guys are full of crap with that statement you just made. They just said Black Tusk Studios is now taking over, Rob Ferguson is heading it Bill Zinke said it's going to be great, yada, yada, yada. And then they said, then they just looked at each other and went, well, you know what, Microsoft have missed the boat here. They have totally missed the boat here. Not many people play Gears of War anymore. Judgment they don't, but Gears of War 3, there's people coming back onto it. And then on top of that, they said, it can go with their, one other exclusive? Killer Instinct. Those were their words. They pretty much just said, the only exclusives that Xbox One has is Killer Instinct and the new Gears of War game coming out. Pretty much that's what they said. They didn't mention Dead Rising. They didn't mention Rise. No, they didn't mention those games. They didn't mention this one, Titanfall, which has been out. Oh, no. And then, the constant thing of saying, it's not a gaming console, it's just for entertainment. It doesn't really end up graphically. It's not fun. Oh, my gosh. And then, you go into the Sony PlayStation Australian Owners fan page, which I'm a member of on Facebook, and everybody's talking about, would you believe it or not, wanting the YouTube app. Can you believe it? Gamers, that's what strikes me funny about Sony. Gamers want to know their new games and everything by going on YouTube. Period. YouTube gaming activity is huge. If you don't realise that, get onto it, people. And you do, because you're watching me talking about it on YouTube. And then they say that kind of stuff, and they can't even have a YouTube app on the Sony PlayStation 4. I'm just thinking, what are you doing, Sony? You're good for the indie games, you got the superior graphics, so you say, but oh my god, I just can't believe, you haven't got a YouTube app? Okay. So you got all that stuff, and they've got a few good exclusives here and there, but my gosh, Rise was a lot of fun. They're great for the indie games, but come on, man, enough of the hate. They've lied about the frame rate on Watch Dogs. I mean, people have fallen for that argument. And I just can't believe it. And people also saying on that fan page that Titanfall is boring and crap. But when they want, here, Titanfall 2's coming to PS4, they get the most comments and likes on that. So really, you guys want this game. So why do you limit yourself to just one console and one system? If you're going to argue about resolution and graphics and so forth, get off your ass, build your PC and go that way. If you want to be like me, which I consider myself hardcore casual, i.e. I don't know much about computers or editing, so you know what I do? I buy a console, go that way and enjoy it. My God, I'm sick of this fanboy crap. Read between the lines, people. Both companies are out to make a buck, but I'll be honest with you, the one company that tries to listen to its fans and does its best and handle criticism well is Microsoft. And that's all I'm going to say. They handle themselves better than Sony PlayStation. They deal with complaints better, and I don't care what anybody says. I know that for a fact. Sony, where are they? They barely exist when you ring them up, people. But every time I bring up Microsoft, I speak to somebody in Washington. And I tell you, makes a big difference. That's why they won in the last console war, and they're still kicking ass in that department. So that's me saying not being biased. Now on to E3. Let's keep it positive, people. Now this Sony Xbox crap, because let's face it, that big speech, and I must admit, that E3, the Sony CEO did a good job, but he's sale chip. He's pissed off. He's done a runner. Yeah, he's not so smug now, because he lied at that E3. He did. Look at the research. I'm not going to leave the link into you. You know that he lied about certain things. You know that certain games you download has to be connected to the internet all the time. Which he had a real shot at the Xbox One for that. That's another story. Look into the internet and you can see that proof. But I'm excited for both companies and both consoles. Sony PlayStation are going to rip out a new one, their version of the Oculus Rift. And it's pretty much they're saying the whole PlayStation 4 has been designed around it. As I kick this person in the crotch, in the crotch. And all I can say is, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to kick ass. Sony are good at that stuff. Bring it on, Sony. I want to see more of that. More indie games, a couple more exclusives. Now, Microsoft, wow, I'm way more excited for that because they're going to pull their thumb out. They were dismal last year at E3. They got their asses handed to them. Next year's E3, well, yeah, last year's E3, should I say, sorry, was pretty dismal for Microsoft. All because of the DRM thing and stuff like that. But this year, they've got Gears of War 3 Lazarus coming out, the next Rise. Now, could I just be honest with you, gamers? I play too much competitive multiplayer. Next week, I'm going to make a couple of clips here and there, but I'm going to go back and finish off Rise, because I played that last night, and that was a lot of fun. So there's going to be second Rise, next Gears of War Lazarus, which is what I'm excited about. Halo 2 Anniversary, say no more. Halo 2 Anniversary. Halo 2 was the first midnight launch I went to, gamers. The first midnight launch I went to, met fellow nerds, and that's when I realised that gamer nerds, that's my society. That's where I'm comfortable with, and that was awesome. That was like, you can say, pop the cherry. And I can't wait to play that online because it's going to be multiplayer, the original game, which wasn't, I quite like the story, man. I love that story. So I'm looking forward to that. Release date for Halo 5. Halo 4 was absolutely dismal. Bring on Halo 5. Let's see if they can kick ass on that. But even though, Sunset Overdrive, it's the release date on it. That's another exclusive to Xbox One. And just gaming. Don't get caught up with the fanboy stuff. Get caught up in what those companies can bring best for you, because I'd be really upset if one of these companies just failed. I so would be, because then you gamers, the games are pretty cheap now and competitive now. They won't be in the future, I can guarantee you that. Once they've got the monopoly, they can do whatever they want. Like a COD game. We'll just bring it out. Like COD goes. They still got good sales from it. You shit. You know what I'm saying here, people? Get the hint? Right, enough of that rant. I'm excited. Tell me what you're excited for E3. I know it's just a ramble. If you look, and I've had a few new subscribers to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. I flame the bell a lot for that. She's an awesome person. I've got a big response for the interview. That's the first interview I've ever done. I run it off the cuff. If you're just new to the channel, with my rambles are just a ramble. I don't have a script, whatever. I have an idea in my head, and I go with that. So tell me what you think. Like, comment. Definitely leave a comment. More feedback. With Rise and with Dead Rising 3, I can get the party chats. If you want to join me in the party chat and do a couple of videos, more than welcome to, because I think Rise multiplayer looks like a lot of fun. The video you saw yesterday was very noobish, because I'm not very good at it because I haven't played it for a while, but man, it was fun. And that's why I put it up there on the channel, gamers. If I get 10 views per clip or video, I'm happy with that. That's the kind of person I am. Now, the sound and audio is a bit different because I'm tweaking with it because I've got the new blue snowball, but that's the way it is. So as I tell my regular subscribers and my new ones, when I do a ramble, frag and tag. Keep it positive. Be good to those that own you. And I catch you mofos on the battlefield. Now, the weird thing here is you'll see the clip here. It says I didn't die. But you saw me die twice, gamers. So does that mean my stats are full of shit? If that's the case, then I didn't go hamster brony. I went like bologna and cheese. I don't want to say talking American. I've got to be more Aussie. So as that thing blows up and we, I think we get the victory or defeated? Yeah, we got defeated. 10-1.